my clap.
Alrighty then. Ladies and gentlemen, live from San Diego, Dave and Rhino.
Well done, Dave. Well done. The intros are getting better, David. The intros are getting better. Dave, before we jump into today's truck review video, which, number one, I'm thankful that you guys all like these videos. They're fun for us to make.
I'm pretty excited that I got called back.
That is true. That is true. Eventually, by like the 15th video or something, we'll have enough to buy Dave some food or something, from these videos. That being said, Dave, we've got our first sponsor.
Dude, a sponsor?
Right. I would like to thank Rogue Taco for providing lunch for us today. They were so excited about the truck review we did about their truck. Fun fact, they do own a chain of taco restaurants, Dave.
Man, if you could have seen the look on my face when I saw a comment that said, tacos short for Tacoma, I was like, that makes sense.
He legitimately did not know that, nor was I going to tell him for that entire video, and I didn't even tell him after.
What kind of good buddy knew that and sat there the whole time?
I don't think you understand the premise of these videos is non-truck guy reviewing trucks.
All right.
If I would have told you taco means Tacoma, that would have taken the whole fun out of it.
That was pretty funny for me to put two and two together when I read the comment. I was like, oh man, that's fucking hilarious.
And now we've got Rogue Taco sponsoring our lunch today. Thank you, Rogue Taco.
Thanks, Rogue Taco.
That.
Yeah.
All right, Dave. We're going to jump right into this. And, well, you know what? Let's not jump right into this. I've got something to say. We got a lot of people upset that we didn't review their trucks. And
I second that. Checks out.
Now, one man went as far as to say he was going to rip the work Ford sticker off of his truck, throw his hat away.
Well, a lot of people say stuff they don't mean when they get angry.
Fair. Now, keep this in mind, guys. On the first video, we had over 500 submissions. And I think we reviewed 6 trucks, maybe, something like that.
Not
all of them.
Not 7.
Yeah, okay. So on the first video, we had 500 submissions, and we only have time to do 6, 7, whatever. We might get quicker on them. I didn't even open a 10th of those emails yet because there's just so many. So we got to go through and we're going to pick them. And if you get that butthurt because we did not review your truck, I don't recommend you watching these videos.
Dog, one thing I realized, you can say that until you're blue in the face and somebody's still going to be, you can't do it. You can't please everybody. There's somebody's still going to get upset. Yeah. But I appreciate where you're coming from. Hey, we're doing
the best we can.
Yeah.
All right. We will get to your trucks eventually. Stay tuned.
Although those comments are pretty funny.
They're funny. Yeah. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, Dave, we got a good one to start off here. We've got wife and husband sent in.
That's interesting. I thought they were brothers.
Nope. This is a wife and husband submission. Said they're big fans of the channel as well. I like to read the little notes you guys send as well. So Dave, rate these trucks.
Well, per usual, the wife got the better end of the deal.
You think so?
Per usual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, that's kind of just the basic nature of the thing. The particularly attractive females, they kind of get more of what they want. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So that being said, why is her truck better?
Well, she's probably attractive. So he, being a good husband, got her a better truck.
I'm asking what makes the truck better.
Oh, well, dude, if you want to talk about the trucks, I
guess we could do that while we're here. Let's talk about some trucks, Dave.
All right. Well, I think that the chrome is working hard for the lady.
You like chrome?
Here. On this particular truck, there's always a time and a place.
Okay.
I don't particularly enjoy the chrome on the dually over there.
You like the chrome on her truck?
I think she's got a nice sporty look. Yeah.
I have to say, I'm a sucker for color matching stuff. So on his truck with the all white, usually there's a little more involved in color matching all the things. So I can appreciate that. That being said, though, Dave, and I know this is non-truck guys truck reviews, but damn it, I'm jumping in. Not a fan of those grills on that truck. I've never liked them. I've seen them on the dealership lot a few times. I much prefer that style of ram hood, or ram grill, I should say, versus the I don't even know what package that comes with, but I don't appreciate it.
I kind of disagree. I enjoy the geometry of the white.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking the lady just got the better.
You like hers better? Well, she was the one that sent them in. If
that
right, I didn't want to tell you. Yeah, I didn't want to tell you that until after, but
nah, my heart goes out to this guy now. Like,
what?
She's just gonna rub it right in his face.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna give him credit though. I mean, as a couple, that's a good looking family vehicle picture right there.
I'm gonna go with a 5 on the white one and a 6 on the blue one.
Thought it was black. Okay. All right, Dave. The reason I picked this one is because the title of it,
you got a title
of what they called it when they sent it in. They called this the Sexcursion, which I knew would be right up your alley.
Yep,
Dave.
I do like sex.
All right, Dave, rate this truck.
Let's see. Well, what kind of truck is it? This is an excursion, a sexcursion.
Is it? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna. Oh man, I wasn't ready for this debate.
What debate is that, dog?
I mean, we brought a Bronco up in the other one, but a Bronco you can pull the back off of, and it's essentially a truck. Dog, this is an SUV, but we're gonna let it sneak in because of the title of it. Dave, rate this SUV.
Well, I mean, I like where you're going, but just because you call it a sexcursion, just because you call it a sexcursion doesn't make it a sexcursion. Like,
whoa, okay.
Like,
what would make it a sexcursion?
I don't see anything that's making this a sexcursion.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean,
dude. Is that what we're thinking, Dave? Like, are you feeling let down by the title of the Sexcursion?
Well, I mean, I see some golden shocks down low, right?
Yeah, that's a rough country. Looks like steering, stabilizer, shock setup.
All right. Well, what happened to the
Ford emblem that looks like it got acid washed clear?
I mean,
it could have been intentional.
It could be. It doesn't say Sexcursion to me. Ooh. And then you got those wheels. Like, I mean, I've seen, I've given those wheels the mediocre eye like 25 times at Preston's.
Whoa. Okay. I think Dave knows a little bit more than we think he knows about vehicles.
No, I doubt that. I think, it's a big old SUV. Like,
okay. Now, if you were to mention Sexcursion to your wife, would it bring up any stories of past relationships?
Well, I mean, she's...
Let's call her up. Dave's not a fan of the Excursion. Well, maybe not the Sexcursion.
No, I mean, why would I be?
Dang. Dave's taking off the gloves for the Dave's Truck reviews, guys. All right, Dave, we're just going to go. Rate this truck, Dave. Four for...
I mean, that's okay. It's not even a truck, dude. And, if you're going to show me something, call it a Sexcursion. There's nothing here that says, outstanding. I mean, show me a Rogue Taco one day and then the next day... And then the next day, you're showing me a Sexcursion. It's like, it's not the same, dude. Somebody made a comment that the Rogue Taco truck had 4-wheel steering. Is that true?
No.
All right.
Unless you could only see a picture of the front of it. I don't know where anybody got that from.
I couldn't tell.
I don't think so. Maybe it does. I don't know. All right. Thank you for the tacos. Next up. All right, Dave. Rate this truck.
Well, big fan of the Silverado.
Good.
In a lot of the same way that I've heard you mention, I feel about the Tacoma. Like, I've heard you notice that I'm attracted to
I'm not the only
Tacoma.
one that's noticed. There's 176,000 subscribers that have noticed.
I call them tacos.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Dang, man. You come up with that?
Well, I mean, it makes sense because it's like...
Short for...
It's like Tacoma.
Oh. Yeah. All right.
You get it?
I got it.
All right.
What do you think, Dave?
Well, so I feel the same way about... always have about the Silverados. Like, every time I see one, I'm like, oh, that should be my truck.
Gotcha.
This one, I can't tell if it's just lighting or if it's actually mother of pearl, sort of seashell color.
They did offer it in the High Country edition. You could get it in the off-white. This one, I have a feeling...
It's just white?
Yeah, I think he'd have the High Country badge on there. He's got the Texas edition badge on there, Dave. How do you feel about that?
I mean, who doesn't like Texas?
That's right.
That's a sweet step on the side. Does that come with the Texas edition?
It was probably a
choice?
factory option.
Factory
maybe.
option?
It doesn't look like my factory steps, but I think you can get like the smaller. No, that's aftermarket. I'm gonna bet he got that step the same place he got that toolbox. It kind of looks like one of those type of deals.
The toolbox. Funny you should mention that because it looks like it's like got a little slender moment at the top, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
But then when I got to thinking about which the tires have the same slender feel
Right.
to them, which I was like, those are slender. And then I started thinking about how that's the Texas edition, but then they put a slender tire on that.
And a slender toolbox.
The slender toolbox is okay with me.
I prefer it if you're like, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Less useful though than a real toolbox.
I can't tell if it's true or not, like on the... If the toolbox is like more slender than normal, it looks like it is.
It's a slim top. But I gotta agree with you on the tires and wheels. Those wheels almost look like they belong in like a 90s Mercedes rap video type of thing where they had those real thick spoked wheels on the Mercedes.
Yeah, they look like flying stars.
Ooh, throwing stars.
Yes.
You're in karate and you flying stars.
Hello, karate means empty hand. Ain't no weapons in karate, dog.
I thought that was Tacoma.
That's taco.
Oh, okay.
Ma.
All right, Dave, rate this truck.
Good choices up top. Not so cool down low. So I'm going to go...
Equates to a...
4.75.
Okay. 4.75 for the Texas Edition Silverado.
It's a nice truck.
All right, Dave. He sent this one sent in a couple pictures, so we'll go through a couple.
Whoa.
Dave, rate this truck. I got us.
Dang, dude.
Right?
Yeah, congratulations to that guy.
Are you a fan?
Yeah, man. Beautiful photograph, beautiful truck.
Right? Yeah. This is, let me just make mention, the better quality picture you send in, like the happier we are.
Dang, dude. Yeah.
Like that is a great contrast, the blue to the white snow. I mean, the fact that he cleaned the truck in a snowy conditions like this, like it's not easy to drive these trucks in the snow and not have them look filthy. What are you thinking, Dave?
Striking. Like it looks like this guy is excited while he's taking this picture.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember when I first started getting into trucks and all that, and I've always been into trucks. When I first started getting into like the social media side of trucks, like we'd go on like 4-hour adventures just to get like that right picture. Mm-hmm. And like it's a thing. It's a thing to go find that right spot for the right. Kind of like the Marlboro Man in the last one.
Yeah.
Like he went out, found the spot, got the lighting right, edited the picture just a little bit to make it look nice.
Like that was a good time of day that the Marlboro Man.
Right. The golden hour, as they call it, Dave.
Oh, do they?
They do.
Wow.
Kind of like your microphone. So what do you think about his wheel choice here? Do you like the chrome?
Yeah, I think that's working in this setting.
I gotta say, he did color match certain things that aren't normally color matched, like the little surround right here is typically chrome on these trucks from the factory. The door handles, I'm guessing, depending on the variation in where and when he bought this truck, could have been color matched. But look at the frame, Dave. Look how clean that frame is. I mean, that is like pristinely black, which you don't see very often.
That is nice, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I like how he got rid of the amber in the tow mirrors. I will say one giant step for this truck is as soon as you get rid of the amber in the turn signals, like you're going to have a whole new front end on this truck, and it's going to look amazing because right now it just sticks out like a sore thumb. Other than that, Dave, you're in love with this thing. Rate this truck.
Yeah, 8.5.
Hold on, Dave. We got another picture, Dave. We got another picture. Whoa. We got another picture. We got another picture. Dave, I don't know if you've seen one of these before.
That looks like a taco, Ma.
Yeah. Hold on. I want to thank Rogue Taco. All right, go ahead, Dave.
Man, we've had a lot of those taco mas today.
Yeah, there's all kinds of tacos. Dave, rate this truck.
I do like that bag, dog.
Thank you. Right.
Yeah, great work on that.
I bought a glue stick today to make this. I haven't owned a glue stick in probably since middle school.
Really?
Yeah, and I specifically went out and bought a glue stick to make this bag.
That was it, because right before we started, I did just say we should have had like a fast food bag.
Great minds think alike, Dave.
That's true.
Great minds think alike. All right, Dave. What do you think about this
Although there
Tacoma?
is a conspiracy theory going around that you also didn't know that you called fucking Tacomas tacos.
Who said that?
It's my conspiracy theory, but it's still.
I got it, Dave. I got it. Don't worry. I understood. Just like when it says back on the back of the old Toyotas, it just says toy.
Oh, I would have known that.
That means Toyota.
I've seen that.
Well, then it's the same thing. Dave, rate this truck.
I mean, once you've gone Rogue Taco, you can't go back.
See,
I mean, you've
well, okay. We can't all be Rogue Taco, Dave.
yeah.
This guy doesn't own a chain of taco stands, all right? Give him a break. He's working with what he's got. Break it down. Break it down. What do you think about the wheel choice?
It's cool. Still got I got a soft spot for the knobby tires, but they look a little slender.
Well, what do you think about him leaving the white side out like that to where you can see the writing on the tire?
Well, coming from a van sort of family,
Right.
I'm okay with that.
Well, I feel like on a van, if you don't have a whole lot else going on the van, you throw the writing on the tires. When you got a decent amount going on with your truck, it almost gets a little too much. A little cloudy in the tire section. Could just be because the tires have some white on them from whatever road he was driving on. But
I see what you're talking. Well,
I'm talking the writing.
Yeah.
It's white.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
Well, he's into the writing.
Thanks, Dave. We figured that out by what he did. Dave, what do you... I mean, I don't know. I mean, it looks like he's got like a leveling kit on it. What do you think about that hood scoop?
I like the snout.
You like the hood scoop?
Yeah, I do like the snouts.
All right. What do you think about all the decals going around the windshield?
He's into the writing. I mean, that's like
Now I get it. All right.
I mean,
I'm back in, Dave. I'm back in. He likes the writing. I'm back in.
See, well, it probably comes from a NASCAR thing. Because, like, the only words I have on my windshield is Rogue Taco at the top.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be Fig Newton.
I'm old enough to where you used to have "you can't touch this" across your windshield at the top.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm old enough to where you throw custom offsets on the side of your vehicle and a rough country sticker across the top. It's a little common. That's all I'm going to say. It's a little common.
Well, he's riding a Tacoma, too. I find the Tacoma
they're pretty
could
common.
be a mainstream choice.
Yeah, that's why I think, Dave, as like an artisan that you are,
Uh-huh.
it's not right for you.
Well, see, I'm that kind of artisan, though, that, like, loves Tom Brady because he's such a winner,
Okay.
you know?
Well, eat McDonald's, buy a Tacoma. Dave, rate this truck.
Tough to compete with the Rogue Taco. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'd have to go
Well,
with the...
If this guy sends us lunch in, then maybe it'll up his score. But what do you got?
I go with 4 3/4 so that if we rounded it out, then we could give a fist bump 5.
Fist bump 5.
But in technicality, it's a
4 3/4.
4.75. Well, that's awfully pretty.
All right, Dave, we're bringing up another oldie but a goodie.
Oh, 72 Chevy.
What gave you that idea? That is a hell of an observation, Dave. Way to read the license plate.
Well, they call me a truck judger.
All right, fair.
Yeah.
Well, you're clearly qualified, and I do appreciate the man putting the year in the license plate because off the top of my head, I don't know if I would have pulled it out either. What do you think about this thing, Dave?
It's beautiful.
Right?
That's what I think, yeah.
That is I have a real soft spot in my heart for people that bring trucks back of really any older era and just make them like bring the body lines back to perfect, put a nice clean paint job on them. It just, you don't see a lot of them that are around.
Yeah, I think it's really well done,
Right?
It's not
Well, and then he kind of carried that gunmetal gray into the wheels. He's got some gunmetal gray style wheels going on there. Like, I got an appreciation for it. It's not overdone.
Yeah, I think it not being overdone or going too far in any one direction other than the craftsmanship.
Right. I think it's really working in his favor.
I think so. Yeah.
I like this thing, man. If you want to sell it, let me know. It's got nice headlights too. Like a nice little LED retrofit.
That did not go unnoticed
All
for
right.
sure. And I kind of like the simplicity on the grill. I think that
Yeah.
that must be custom as well.
It's a nice truck, man. This is a nice truck. Congratulations to whoever owns this. And, if you put in the work, like, it don't go unappreciated. Dave, rate this truck.
I'm going to go with a 8.375.
Wow. All right. Dave is loving the decimals today.
That's 3/8.
Here we've got the elusive Raptor.
What is that? Now, I've heard about the Raptor.
So the Raptor is Ford's I'm gonna use quotations. Don't get mad at me. Off-road variant. Now, if you're a rich guy that carries a briefcase,
I am.
and you got some money to spend, and you want just like a pre-built truck that you could take it off-road a bit, but like for the price tag for the money, you're better off buying a standard F-150 and putting in that cost difference into the suspension, and you'll have a better off-road truck. But these things got a really nice, they got a lot of tech features in them that are pretty nice.
I hear they're powerful.
Well, so you used to be able to get the V8. Now you can only get the EcoBoost V6. It's twin turbo though. Twice as much to go wrong in a Ford. Dave, come on, Dave, don't let me sway your opinion. What do you think about the Raptor? I mean, they are good looking trucks.
I like what's going on here in the front. Obviously, I'm.
Should we? You think what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I'd give it a little bit of that. Yeah.
Have a seat, Dave. Have a seat.
I understand that. Like, to me,
have a seat, Dave.
I've owned a few Ford.
Me too.
And you've probably heard how, and we both drive some GMCs.
Dave, what do you think about the front bumper on this thing?
I like it, man. I like that.
Did you notice what he got? What his wife let him get?
Yeah, of course I noticed a winch there, man. Like, I like the little bumper
right
on the front because I got a great big masher.
Yeah,
for my wife to do her parallel parking with. But I think this would accomplish the same.
Yeah, well, when you're going like off-road pre-runner, you want a minimalistic bumper with a skid plate, kind of like what he's got going on there.
All right.
That way, when you like stuff the front end into something, it'll kind of mush up and pop you back up instead of digging in.
Well, that guy's winch is gonna get stuck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much off-roading this guy does, but I mean. The winch placement's a little weird on that pointing down, but maybe that's just me. Regardless, I mean, I like what he's got going on with the wheels. He kind of carried in a little bit of the silver.
Are the wheels on that stock, or is that a choice?
That does not look like the stock wheels. Stock wheels are stupid expensive. I had a buddy one time, back when the Raptors first came out, this was a daddy's money Raptor. His dad had bought him a Raptor, and he came out to the desert with us the first week that he owned it. And I'm talking like this is when,
I bet he was excited.
Yeah, this is when Raptors first came on the market, right? And he decided he's going to take this thing to the desert with us. He didn't bring a quad or anything with him. And this is going to be his off-road vehicle for the weekend. And we said, great, bring it on out. He proceeded within the first hour of being there, letting us convince him he should jump it. And he jumped that thing, stuffed the front end straight down into like the side of a hill, completely bent the whole front end of the truck, screwed everything up. And then I'd say about 2 weeks later, he brought it back out, took it out in a section, hit a bunch of rocks, bent and flattened 3 tires in one go. And then realized that those rims were like, I don't remember, like $600 or $800 a piece or something like that. It was ridiculous to replace them. He didn't really care though, because his dad was going to fix it for him.
Oh, that's a nice guy, man.
Right. Dave, rate that truck.
I go with the 7 and 7 3/8.
7 3/8. All right. We got us another entry for the big rig category because, if you only got one, do you really have a competition?
I love driving rigs.
Come on, man. I love driving rigs. Dave, what do you think about this here Peterbilt?
Well, the last time we rated the rig, I was like, what how many rigs do we have?
Right.
And well, here comes another one, which I think is only fair.
Yeah, well, we should have a rigs category. I mean, they're trucks.
Quite a truck they are, too.
Yeah. Here comes the comment. They're not trucks. They're tractors. I gotta.
Holy. You get that? Are you predicting?
It's really hard to straighten your hat in a mirrored image. Dave, rate this tractor.
Well, I think trailer or not, that's quite a machine.
Well, when you could see the shine like that in the dark that it has, tells you this man takes care of his rig.
I also like the underbelly lighting.
Right? It's a nice little touch. Mm-hmm. Illegal, but nice little touch.
Really? Why is that?
Yeah, it's red. And then you can see it from in front of you and then on the side of you, and somebody's going to think it's a cop. Yeah. Thought this was the land of the free, Dave.
All right. Shows you what I know, because I just thought it was cool.
What do you think about the stacks sticking up about 6 feet above the cab?
Pretty awesome. They look a little oversized as well.
Which means he did it right?
Yep.
All right. I don't know if this is classified as a long-nosed Pete on account of I'm not a trucker, Dave. I have driven a rig, but I'm not a trucker. I do love driving rigs, but I'm just gonna throw out there that this might be a long nose Pete.
It does look like a.
From your expertise with rigs, Dave, would you call that a long nose Pete?
I would. I would call it a long nose Pete. I've seen.
If it's not, David at Dmaxryno YouTube channel.com.
You can take it out on me.
All right, Dave. Rate this rig.
The only rig I have to compare it to is that Kenworth we were looking
right.
at.
You've seen some rigs on the road, Dave.
Oh, well, then another 10.
Okay.
Then another 10.
You get a 10.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, Dave. We got us. Let's step it up a notch.
Dang, dog. Now this one seems like it's in your category.
It's getting there. Yeah, this is definitely.
It's getting there. All right.
It's a Ford, Dave. This is
it's a 350.
That's right. Right. It's a nice. I would call this show quality truck build.
Oh, I like how now that there's a truck in your category, like, oh, it's a nice try.
You just made me spill my water.
I don't know, dude.
Did I tell you I want to thank Rub Taco? All right, Dave, tell us about this truck.
Dude, the bag is genius. Well, I mean, this truck, obviously, it reminds me a lot of Denali. I know pretty well, deep in my heart.
Gotcha.
Although, like a real man would take his headlights out and have them all custom painted.
Yeah, well, he replaced them with some aftermarket headlights that I'm going to assume are not custom painted. They're just aftermarket. But I do give him credit, Dave, because one thing that I try to really preach to people is it's all about the little details if you want to really step your truck up, especially if you're going to be taking it to shows. Lift kit wheels and tires look great, and they're great for if you're, everyday driving it, or you just want a nice truck, or you want to go off-roading with it. But if you want to compete in any type of show, you got to do what this man did, or woman, based on the Tiffany green beach cruiser bicycle in the back. Maybe woman. Actually, it looks like that's on the passenger side. I bet there's a manlier one on the other side. Regardless, I mean, the details on the light bars, I'm still working on this pointing thing. The details on the light bars up top, where he had the trim painted white to match the truck. Then he tinted the actual LED itself. That way you still get that black and white effect that he's carried out through the entirety of the truck. I got to say, man, I give this guy a lot of credit. It's a beautiful truck. I feel bad that wherever he's at, he has to run mud flaps.
Is that a state?
Yeah, I mean, we have one too, but it's a $25 ticket, and I'll pay that price to not have to run mud flaps.
Gotcha.
But it's a beautiful looking truck, Dave.
That's some show quality truck there. And
now,
then I noticed if you want to survive in your category,
right,
in Rhino's category, then you got to customize your grill. And I noticed there's a lot going on with his grill. There is. What's that emblem in the front there?
That looks like it's something he's got.
Is that like a custom?
Yeah, it's something from like something he submitted. That's not a grill company.
So, I mean, from here it kind of looks like a howling coyote.
I'm seeing like a smudge of paint, or like somebody went on the window and they wrote C in it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm seeing. You think he owns taco stands?
Well, I mean, if it's a what do you think that is, man? I mean,
I don't know.
Kind of
it's an odd logo. Let me zoom in here.
It's pretty custom.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like to know if you're watching this video,
and you know what that is,
and you know what that is. If Dave making fun of it's gonna offend you, what do we rate the truck?
Well, if you get offended, then you can custom grill all you want, but you're not getting a lick over 3.
Okay. Now, if you're cool, which I'm gonna guess
that
you
guy
are.
looks pretty cool,
right? Yeah. What do we rate him, Dave?
Yeah, we're going all the way.
Uh-oh.
Jeez, I'm gonna go with an 8.9.
That's pretty high. 8.9. All right, Dave. We've got something interesting going on here. I don't know if you spotted it or not yet, but Dave, what do you think about this truck?
I'm all right with this truck. We talked about how what are we calling those, copper or bronze?
We go with
or is that gold? Or
yeah, those are bronze, but it looks like they just got road salt on them.
Yeah,
so they're a little browner than normal. But yeah, we'll call those bronze methods. very similar, if not the same exact model method that Chris has on his truck.
See, they kind of go with everything. Like, kind of looks like this guy lives in an environment where he might enjoy a gold stripe along the bottom of his truck.
Fair. Okay, I see where you're going with that. Dude, what do you think about that sweet grill?
Well, I mean, this is where I think this guy could use a masher in the front, because if you start asking questions about why we've got an expanded sheet of expanded metal in lieu of a grill,
You think he crashed into like a barbecue?
Well,
or a fire pit?
Well, given the Montana plate there, I'm guessing he came up on an elk. You know,
how many points on that?
On a moose or an elk?
Do elks have horns?
I don't know. I don't
You're
live
from
in
Kentucky,
Montana.
Dave.
There ain't no elk or moose in Kentucky. There's deer.
Whatever.
Like 12-point buck. You know.
Fair.
I
Well,
assume it's the same.
I'm gonna say, I think I appreciate this man's sense of humor. He did make a note. He's waiting on a DB Customs grill.
I was gonna say maybe
Right.
it's out for
Right.
Yeah.
Which, once again, very high quality grill manufacturer, if I do say so myself. I'm guessing he sent the. I don't know why he would send the grill to them, but I mean, like, I don't see why else you would remove it prior to it showing up. Now, I'd almost rather drive the truck without the expanded metal than with the expanded metal, but there may be a purpose. I don't know. It's just a funky look. Like, it looks like you took a nice new truck, like you just didn't care.
Well, I mean, the rust kind of starts to match
The bronze. Yeah. I hear you. Listen, weirdly, everything ties in. Maybe he just really wanted to see what like a bronze grill would look like, which is also a possibility on his truck. Listen, I appreciate the fact that this man sent it in pre-done just to be like, screw it. Go ahead, guys, have at it. But I would like to see it once he gets the DB Customs grill installed on there. Dave, what are you thinking? I see some gears turning in your head.
All right, is the footstep?
That's factory.
That's factory.
Yeah.
I go with I like a Spirit. Like, I know for a fact that he's in good spirits no matter how much we made fun of him or
All
anything. Right. So definitely a Fist Bump 5, man. Great.
Fist Bump 5.
It's a cool truck.
All right.
Keep it up.
Oh, hey, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
All right. Well, we can talk about which one's better on that last one.
Okay.
Bad habits.
Hold on, David. Hold on, David. David, this brings back a tear to my eye, man.
You knew Julia?
No.
Dog, that tattoo is a remembrance of Julia.
I'm pretty sure one of the girls' names was that. And here's why this brings back a tear to my eyes, guys. You're going to see it here in a second. That is, in fact, my old Silverado right there in that picture.
That's yours?
This is mine, Dave. Yeah, this was one of the first vlogs I ever did as well. We actually vlogged this entire day. So if you guys want to go see that, we'll put a link to that somewhere in there. But yeah, that's my truck, Dave.
I was gonna say the Chevy's gonna win that one.
All right, well, let's not compete them then. Let's talk about the Ford, and we'll let you rate this Ford here. And I know it's black and white, but let me just assure you the truck's all white and black, so I don't think it really matters. But hold on.
Well, I like it. I mean,
Dave, rate this truck.
I mean, other than the nose ring, I think it's like pretty. I can overlook the nose ring too.
What do you think about those decals on the leg of the truck, Dave?
Well, I mean, like I just worry about Julia. She's got like a demon above her.
It does say Julia on there, huh? I couldn't read that. All right, Dave, can we talk about the truck and not the girl?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if that's really possible.
Oh, Dave.
I mean, I think it's fine. I already know the Chevy looked better when you put the two next to him. I mean, it looks like this guy took all of your ideas from your Chevy truck and tried to put them on his Ford.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
I
mean, put the two back up next to each other. Let's see what's different.
How about that, Dave?
This is good. Okay, so this guy has a mud flap on the front.
It's not a mud flap, but he should have took that off the bumper. I think it would look better.
Okay, that's A, and then B, his wheels have a bunch of silver rivets around the side.
You don't like that?
Well, I mean, if I had my choice, looking at the two.
Fair.
Right.
I did specifically buy the wheels I had because they had the least of the silver on there. Because if you're going to get black, to me, it should be all black.
I've always had like every wheel I see in a store has those silver things on them.
Too
like,
common.
Why?
Too common.
Like, yeah, it's too gaudy.
All right. What else do you think, Dave?
Well, I'll see.
What do you think about that hood ornament?
Well, I mean, I'm a fan of both hood ornaments. Really, I'm not.
You're not picky?
Not overly judgy is how I call it.
Fair. All right, Dave, rate that truck.
On the well, I gotta say your Chevy is
Right.
is a real showstopper, man. I mean, it's.
Can we just hold on? Can we just take a minute, Dave?
Yeah, man, we could.
In remembrance of that truck.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Ford is crushing it. Like it outperforms my van.
Maybe.
6.3.
What do you think about this Ram here?
That's classy, dude. I mean,
You like it?
That's spiffy. Yeah.
A little clean.
That looks like a somebody in the military wearing like Air Force dress whites.
Dress whites?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, there is one thing. You know, I'm not a big chrome guy. I'm a big color match guy. But that being said, chrome and white usually go really well together.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's got, some pretty fresh wheels and tires on there. They're clean. They're nice. They're new. Looks like he's running Toyo MTs. I'm a big fan.
Is that the Toyo MTs? That's the tire?
Yeah, that's MT stands for mud terrain, Dave.
Ah, I got you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Dave, what do you think? I got a little conundrum about the grill.
What's your conundrum?
I mean, I appreciate
because I think the grill is doing a lot for his character.
I appreciate the fact that he's trying to go with the color match grill. Well, now that I see it, I got two conundrums. Let me zoom in on the grill here for a second. Number one being that's not an exact color match, which tells me he probably had the grill powder coated on account of it's hard to get, powder coat white is white. You can't really color match a white.
Fair.
So that's one thing that stands out to me first. The other thing is the double border we got going on here. Like the truck grill surround already came with a border. Then they put this obnoxiously large border on the grill itself, and like the double stacking of the borders, maybe it's because the color's just a little bit off. Something about that, just like it throws my eye off a little bit,
It'd be like when you're done landing your triple Lutz in figure skating, and you land and you almost drop your partner a little bit, but then you pick her up again. Kind of like that with the double border.
You read my mind, Dave.
well,
my thoughts. Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
great minds think alike.
I mean, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I would like to thank Rogue Taco for sponsoring this today.
Dude, I'd like to bring up the conspiracy theory that you weren't aware too, because there's no way.
How's there's no way, Dave?
There's no way you'd let your friend do that.
Yeah, there is. There is. I would let you fall on TV. For the entertainment of the world to watch. Just trust me, dude. It's a lot better that I didn't tell you that Taco met in Tacoma. No, like it also kind of weirds me out that that never registered in the genius mind of yourself.
Not a single time. That's what made it so funny when I found out.
Gotcha. All right, fair. What do you think about like the overall vibe of this thing, man?
Yeah, I'd go with like Eminem, the rapper.
Okay.
In an Air Force dress white.
I don't think that would ever happen, nor do I think the Air Force would want that.
I think it's a cool style.
All right.
That the guy really...
It's clean.
Went for and tried for. Like,
right.
I get your comments about the grill are profound, but I can also empathize with where he's coming from to try and push it.
Fair.
I still go with 7 3/8.
7 3/8. Another 7 3/8. All right. All right, Dave.
Yeah,
here we
dude.
got us a classic submission here.
That is classic. You
This
know
is
why
like-
it's classic?
why is that classic?
Because when you see that, the first word that comes to my mind is Stomper.
Stomper?
That's right.
Dave, this is funny because as Work Ford Apparel, we sponsor not too many people, but we do sponsor one or two professional athletes in our day. And one of which being a female, she's a professional monster truck driver.
You mean a Stomper?
And she drives the truck named Stomper.
No way.
That is a fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We might have her on the Work Ford podcast one day because she's got a really cool story too. So.
That'd be good.
Dave, what do you think about this bad boy aside from Stomper?
Well, I think this one would be worthy of the Macy.
Okay. I think she'd enjoy this.
Yeah. I mean, wait, so what does it take? Because obviously the Silverado, an old Silverado, right?
Most to not be offensive, most rednecks would go in their shop or their garage, and between truck parts and tractor parts, they would end up coming with something cool like this. And I'm gonna guess based on the quality of the picture that this man doesn't still own this truck. That this was like in his heydays. He took a picture of this truck. But that being said, I definitely can appreciate so when we talk about like the older style, Dave, that you're kind of into, with the smaller wheel and the bigger tire, it stemmed from like this era.
Is that where that comes from?
And a lot of people prefer the much smaller wheel to the more meatier tire. And I prefer a little bit bigger wheel on this setup, but that's like if you're going to be crushing cars, you want a lot of rubber.
More rubber.
More rubber.
Gotcha.
So that's a cool look, man. I like the little Walker Texas Ranger, light guard headache rack thing going on in the back,
It's a real nod to a mustache that could punch you.
Fair. But yeah, I definitely appreciate this for sure because I know the work that goes in to do this.
Would you call the headache rack an exo cage or?
Nope. That would be. I think you more call it like light rack. Dave, rate this truck, man.
Man, that's got a classic Duke of Hazzard sort of feel,
right?
To me, like
I can see this coming right at Uncle Jesse's truck, and the Duke boys have to get over there and knock it out of the way.
Yeah, and then they use the big truck to like hop over something or crush something, and then get away, and then Bo and Luke get out, and Daisy hops out the back.
Yeah, I always like when Daisy hopped out the back.
Smiling.
Yeah, right.
Happy.
Like, hey, we just did it. High fives.
Yeah, like the good guys win again.
Yeah, that's it.
8.9.
8.9.
That's a quality machine.
All right. Here we've got ourselves a classic OBS Ford truck. Dave, what do you think OBS stands for?
Onboard system.
Close. It's a style of body of these trucks.
Original body style.
More old body style. Oh, that was a miss. Hold on. Oh, trying to do it on the mirror there. It's a little weird. Yeah, all right. That was pretty good, dog. That's pretty good. Yeah. Dave, what do you think about this truck? I know somebody that's got one similar.
I'm a big fan of this one.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like it seems like it's not too far out of the Dukes of Hazzard age.
It is. That was 70s.
So when is this? 80s?
This is 90s.
90s?
90s.
Anywho, its look is still...
I like the color combo.
Still classy.
I like the stripe through the center. That was a big thing back in those days was like not so much the two-tone stripe at the bottom, but they would run one through the center.
That picture reminds me of Kentucky.
Does it?
It does.
The backwoods?
Yep, that's kind of what.
Is that a still over there?
I think it's beautiful, man.
I like it. Yeah. I like it. I used to own a single cab 93 F-150. And, if I didn't bring so much crap with me everywhere that I went, I would love to own another single cab. But I just have so much stuff with me that I fill the back seat. You guys have seen my trucks a few times. They get pretty full, but I'm definitely on the hunt for another single cab. I think it'd be cool to have one. These OBSs, they really do share a little soft spot in my heart.
I'm down with the off-road wheels and tires. I think it's got looks like it's got the loyalty of like a good Labrador Retriever.
Ooh,
on it.
I could see that.
I think that might come from the single cab.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah. Single cab. I see it.
Oh, it's a loyal truck.
That is a loyal truck,
right? I go with the 7 3/8, man. I like all the choices. I feel like we could put a different pair of wheels on that.
All right, a little more classic.
I don't know which way, but
okay.
But I feel like everything about it's so nice, and the wheels look like they're. Man, you could probably swap those out.
All right. So would you say 7 8?
7 point. I think it was a 7 3/8.
7 3/8. Another 7. Dave is just focused on the 7 3/8 today. All right, Dave. Since you really seem to have a infatuation with front bumpers and cow catchers and brush guards, I think we got a very. I don't think that license plate lies. Very Texas edition here. Dave, what do you think about this truck?
That's nice, man. That's nice.
You like it?
Yeah, it's it's got a slender box on the back.
All right, we do know Dave enjoys the slender box.
Well,
unless it's 1:30 in the morning and he's in the parking lot here.
It depends. Looks like it's mostly stock, and then obviously the front bumper really takes the show.
Do you think it's a little too industrial for such a nice truck?
Well, the diamond plate.
Right, that's what I'm getting at.
I get where you're coming from, but if what is it? The diamond plate's just extra rugged.
Well, to me, there's two types. Well, there's more than two types of trucks. But if you're going to be building like you've got an old farm truck that you're just towing around the farm, and every once in a while, you got to push a cow out of the way or whatever. Like, I could see the need for the extra strength and toughness of the diamond plate. Wrong bumper for this truck. You went with the newer F-150s. And the problem with newer trucks is they're becoming more streamlined. They're becoming more, I don't want to say car-like, but they are. They're kind of making that they're losing a lot of the ruggedness of a square-bodied truck. And that kind of means you got to adapt your bumpers and your brush guards and all that to fit the look of the truck. I don't think this brush guard bumper combo fits the look of the truck. I think this is more for like an older 80s, 90s Ford, that you got a flatbed on it or something like that with the matching diamond plate.
Well, let me ask you, are those stock headlights?
Yes, they are.
Is that a stock grill?
Yes, it is.
Are those stock wheels?
Yes, they are.
Is that a stock step?
Yep.
So basically, this guy bought himself a nice truck and then put a masher on the front to protect it, and that's it. I'm totally with you.
Listen, I understand. Listen, I'm not knocking the man's wanting to protect his truck, but they also make some that aren't diamond plate, as we've seen. And I'm just saying, it doesn't fit the look of this truck. That's all I'm saying, Dave. Don't shoot me.
No, I'm in full agreement.
I feel like if we put a matching rear bumper, this will look good on your van.
No truer truth ever been spoken.
Okay. Dave, rate this truck.
I go with the fist bump 5. It's a stock truck with a masher on the front.
All right.
I get it.
Fist bump 5. Yeah. Well, Dave, with that, I think we're going to come to the end of another great truck review session.
Truck judging Dave's new career path in life. Working out well for you, man. Yeah, I really want to thank you for just asking me what I think. I appreciate my time here, and I also really enjoy hearing your thoughts when we do this.
Well, thank you, man. It's really hard for me not to jump in. That's really
it's good. Your knowledge base is pretty big, and it's kind of educational for me to that's what's going on.
Taco means Tacoma.
It's easy to say now after you read the comment.
With that, we want to thank Rogue Taco for once again
have done it without a
sponsoring. If any of you guys out there do own companies, though, parts of the things that we do don't really pay for themselves. One of which being truck judging. We are open to sponsors. If you got something you would like to sit right here for the final price of $199.99 per minute of video, we just might be able to work something out.
And then if you want to open a taco shop named Rogue Taco,
we'll take our cut.
We'll
take our cut. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see your truck on, Non-Truck Guy Does Truck Reviews, make sure you guys submit them to my email, which is in the description. And keep in mind, we get absolutely flooded with people sending in truck pictures. Send in a high quality picture. Make it, a cool truck. Send in something different, something that's really going to stand out. We're going through them as quick as we can. And we might not get to you this video, but maybe in the next video, we'll get to your truck. If you would, do us the honor, give this video a like, aka a thumbs up, and share these videos with your friends. Every little bit that you guys can do definitely helps us. And, we appreciate all that you guys do, especially, you guys that watch and sit through and stick it out through the length of these videos, because I know they can get lengthy, and we like to talk a lot.
That's for sure.
As he's speechless. Anyways, don't forget to check out workfordapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, like a sweet new Workford shirt.
Oh, I like that.
Swing on by workfordapparel.com. We've got a ton of awesome designs over there. With that, this video must come to an end. Dave, I'll let you do the honors.
All right, work for it, and then watch this.
Damn.